As we ponder drastic countermeasures against the new profound darkness, an extra-dimensional planet lies waiting beyond a connected subspace. Its name, Earth. Following a series of disturbances that shook Earth to its core, the state of arcs had been changing. While photons exist, the profound darkness will return, no matter how many times it is slain. But we were closer than ever to pulling it out at the root and preventing anyone else from suffering in its cataclysmic wake.
Pso? We're here.
Haven't seen you two in ages. You look tense. Are you okay?
I'm good. We've all worked hard to reach this point.
Guess I can't exactly tell you to relax. But don't worry, you two have my full support.
Okay, you two. It's time to take back Persona. While Persona is playing host to the profound darkness, it's still fighting its control. Every time Arx fights the profound darkness and starts to weaken it, Persona pushes back time. They rewind time to the point just before the profound darkness's revival over and over again.
We can't just leave them like that. We have to save them, right?
Persona is the... Saving them won't be possible unless we sever their tie to the profound darkness. And even if we do save them, our best bet is to erase the profound darkness altogether. We've just never had a way to do that. Until now, that is.
Exactly! Hitsugi's Ame no Murakumo is the key. The cleansing katana that purges evil. It saved Al and Mother when they were Dark Falls for a time. No reason this should be any different.
With their help, I've managed to analyze the Ame no Murakumo's abilities and replicate them. Your tie with Persona. Your weapon. Here it is. I entrust this power to you. You should be the one. The operation is straightforward enough. Cut through the profound darkness's core. If you can sever Persona from the profound darkness, the two of you can wake Persona up together.
Absolutely. I've got so very much to say, right?
completed!
I'm getting readings from Persona. You take it from here.
Right! It's time for us to... What's this? Why is it getting all bendy?
Space-time interference? Where is it trying to jump? And...
Readings! Gone! Tracking over!
Calm down, Sierra. There's nothing to trace. No signs in the area. We've completely lost them.
Oh no!
Report from Earth Guide. No sign of our friend on Earth either, they say.
I see.
An urgent transmission from an operator. Is this a telescopic image?
Space is warping.
Is it a black hole? Those aren't terribly rare, but... they sure don't just pop out of nowhere! It's not a star's gravitational collapse. It's an intermediate mass. Observed values are coming back negative. Its expansion velocity is crazy. If it keeps expanding at its current pace, it'll consume the whole universe. This black hole defies all logic. Oh, what's going on here?
Does it have something to do with their disappearance?
It's hard to rule it out.
Sorry for the wait, ladies. I see you've been apprised about the black hole. That'll save me some time. I've got 2 pieces of news. First, the good news. We've located a reading.
Really?
Not so fast, Matoi. Next, the bad news. The reading is coming from inside the black hole. It's the one and only absolute rest frame. The origin point of the universe. Where planet Xion used to reside. That's where the Guardian is.
Stop right there! You're a slippery one. But this game of tag is over. The deal's dead or alive! Waste her! What?
Don't take me lightly. I'm prepared to fight!
Corrupt, but still royalty. But you're taking us just as lightly, princess!
A summoning circle? He's a sorcerer? Who are you?
The hell are you? Then again, who cares? Mess with us and you're both dead meat!
More ephemera? Steel yourself, stranger!
Man, I just love this stuff! Can't get enough of it! Get a move on, summons! Stop them like the pests they are!
Slaying our foes is the only way we can get out of this now. May I please request your aid? Please, allow me to thank you again for your aid. I was in such a hurry to meet my brother, I failed to take heed of search parties. May I ask your name? I owe you my life. I do not exaggerate. I am being hunted by the ruler of this realm. Please, introduce yourself. My name is...
That's quite enough of that, Lost Record. Well, now it is time to go ahead and back home.
Huh? Is something wrong? Vanished. Goodness, who was that?
What the? How did you come back? More to the point, are you okay? Does it hurt anywhere? Oh gosh.
Gone in a flash, back in a flash. I'm glad you're safe. Could you fill us in on what happened?
You're barking up the wrong tree. Sorry to send them back without warning. I was kind of in a hurry.
How did you get in here?
How? Well, I just went, and here I am. Oh dear, did I barge in on a private conversation? I should know to knock before and... Silly me. I've just been alone for so long. Common sense doesn't even occur to me.
I'm not getting any teleport readings. She's not Arcs. From these readings, mean she's a body comprised entirely of...
Well, she's not a full spawn. Do you know her? Wow, you all look so...
Who are you?
Oh, duh! You don't know who I am! Sorry, that didn't even cross my... I'm Oma. Would it be clearer if I called myself the original Claris Crace? Right now, I'm Oma, though. I'd like it if you'd call me that.
Claris Craze the First? I thought she was dead.
Oh, my body's long gone. I'm like all photons now. I'm sure you know this, but my old body got busted up by Luther. Not my mind, though. The photons never vanished. I've been together with the Akashic Records ever since. Basically, I guess you could say that after I died, I turned into an Akashic Records ghost. What could prove it? Oh, I've got it! I'll show you my spec. Watch closely now. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
What? But how? That's not teleportation!
We felt this sensation before. The technique Luther used to control time? Yup. He fiddled around with me and finagled a way to copy that, I guess. By the way, if you call that a technique, Cassie will get super fussy and be all like, "It's magic, damn it!" Reggie and Mary would always shake their heads and act totally stumped. Oh yeah, Reggie and Mary are still around, right? They'd know who I am.
I'm sorry. Reggie?
I mean Regius and Maria. They're still alive and kicking, right? They wouldn't appreciate those nicknames. You can tell, huh? They always did tell me to knock it off with those.
They're both out on assignment. We won't be able to see them for a while.
No. Wait, meeting them wouldn't help anyway. They're not tied to Xion, so they wouldn't see me. You know Xion? Totally. We spent a lot of time together. I know about Xiao, too.
So people can only see you if they have a tie to Xion. Is that why you came to us? Akashic Records Ghost?
Yep. The way things are now, you're the only ones who can sense me. And you're the only ones who can do something about what's going on. I know this must be hard for you to swallow. I'll tell you everything I know. Could you at least hear me out? Photons are like, to oversimplify it a bit, they're the Akashic Records itself. Photons are everywhere. See, they're like the ink the Akashic Records uses to record all events in the universe. The way we use them is like we access a record of energy generation and reproduce it. Photoners were masters of utilizing photons as energy, but there's so much more you can do with them. As for how, well, That's where it gets kinda tricky. I'll bet Shion figured she couldn't explain it well enough, so she stuck with teaching you to utilize them as energy. I kind of understand it. I have a better grasp of photons than most. But as for how you can handle them so well, or what it takes to use them like that, that I can't explain. If only I could explain it clearly, we'd probably be living in a much better world. Would it be a brighter world? One full of happy places and smiling faces?
The first Clary's...
I wouldn't call us legendary. For one thing, we were active like 40, 50 years ago. All I was good at was tricks and cheats. The second is way, way better than me at actual arc stuff. That, and technically, I'm not actually Clara's...
You're not?
It's kind of confusing to explain, but... Clara's Craze is the name of the collection of photons that used to be inside of me.
Huh? What?
That's not helping, is it? Okay, how about this? I had a split personality.
Split?
So, I used to be super weak and bedridden a lot, right? I'd always talk to the photons inside me, 'cause, hey, not like I had anything better to do. Then, what do you know? They took on a personality. And if you think it threw me off, and when it came to combat, it was a pain to move around. She was always a real go-getter. I guess that's why Reggie and Mary don't call me Clara's Craze. I don't mind either way, but I think it'd be better for them if you call me Alma when I'm...
Yes, ma'am.
By the way, could you please not call me ma'am?
Sure. Right. So, Alma, what has become of the first Clary's Craze inside?
She left this body here to me, and, vanished.
What do you mean, left it to you?
Maybe I didn't phrase that right. I guess you could say that when I lost my corporeal body, she became a new vessel for me. So basically, it's like, my body's Clara's Craze, and my mind is Alma.
So, Clary's Craze protected you, Alma?
Calling it protecting is kind of a disservice to her, I think. I mean, the last thing she said to me was, maybe that means I'm also Clara's Craze in a sense. Maybe I should get used to being called...
Let's review. Sierra, run an expansion progress simulation based on the new black hole's present status.
Yes, sir! Putting it on the monitor. This is the new black hole that popped up at the same time that you went missing. And this is a prediction assembled from a Florenberg black hole analysis based on present information. Everything's getting swallowed. The world will turn all black. Conventional black holes do not expand at this velocity. Something's clearly up here.
Alma, tell me something. You called yourself a ghost of the Akashic Records. This return was undoubtedly due to your power. The readings were inside the black hole. So it stands to reason that you were in there. Tell me, what's in there? Where does that black hole lead?
I think you know the answer to that, Xiao. There's only one thing there. The location where the planet Xi'an used to be. The origin point. The birthplace of the universe. It's the Akashic Records itself. And you got lost on that world. Let's call it Omega for convenience's sake. The world of Omega is the Akashic Records made manifest. Maybe it would be easier to say it's what the Akashic Records dreams of.
Records made manifest? Does that mean that the string of events on Earth, that ether has something to do?
Probably. Photons are tied to the Akashic Records. I bet photons fused with aether that became altered on Earth, and that's why they got all crazy. But I thought the Akashic Records were Xi'an. Well, you're a little off. Xi'an is Xi'an. The Akashic Records are the Akashic Records. It's true that with Xi'an gone, there's no one left who can access the Akashic Record. But the Akashic Records are still there. It's just that there's nobody left to see them. The universe is still being recorded.
So basically, the Akashic Records are a library, and Xi'an's a librarian?
Oh, good one! The library still stands, even if there's nobody around to manage it. Nobody was supposed to be able to access the Akashic Records to begin with. But the Akashic Records have manifested themselves.
The profound darkness jumped to this, thus leading to the creation of a potentially universe-consuming black hole, I take it.
Dreams are what we see when our brains are organizing our memories. I think the Akashic Records are dreaming while sifting through its memories of the whole universe. That dream has taken shape. Well, actually, it's a little more complicated than that. If we don't do something, everything's gonna be engulfed in darkness. That's why I came here. I'm gone now, but I still want to see the future that all of you and Xi'an worked to weave. I think I've covered everything I can explain. Would you be willing to help me out? Thank you.
The profound darkness has infiltrated the Akashic Records. We have to slay it and sever their... It's straightforward enough work. No different from what we've been doing so far. The thing is, I'm coming up blank as far as how to get there. And what Omega's condition is. First off, how do we physically reach Omega? There are no ARC ships capable of probing into a black hole.
Easy! We stopped time for the launch!
Why am I not surprised you can do that? Is it every Clearest Cray's job to pull ludicrously crazy stunts?
Sorry, I think I'm lost.
Basically, gravity doesn't apply when time is stopped. We bypass the black hole's innate supergravity by stopping time. Then we send you to Omega. The theory is sound, sure, but it's still...
It's not crazy at all. I got someone out, so there's nothing stopping me from sending someone back in. Not gonna lie, though. It'll be exhausting to do alone. It would be so much easier if Clara's craze were here. So, second, could you give me a hand?
Who? Me?
I could use another photon manipulation expert. You'll do fine,
Okay, I'll do my best. You do the same and be careful, okay?
Sierra, you should head to Omega 2. I'll take over ship management for the time being.
You can count on me. Oh, wait. Does that mean I'm going inside Omega? I'm not proud of it, but combat is not my thing.
Okay, I'll try to give you a form that will allow you to focus more on navigation. How about that, Sierra? Exactly what form it will be might depend on what kind of mood Omega's in, though.
I don't know about this. This isn't how I imagined my first field assignment was gonna go. Well, okay. I look forward to working with you.
Here's how this is gonna work. We'll approach the time-stopped black hole in the gateway ship. It'll be easier to send you over a shorter distance, so once you're ready, commandeer the gateway ship, okay? The world of Omega is what the Akashic Records dream of. It's a jumbled-up mishmash of all the records in the universe. The civilization and culture of Omega comes from random planets and eras logged in the Akashic Records. It's a waking dream spawned from the collective memories of an entire universe, so you're bound to run into all sorts of crazy stuff. I know I'm the one who asked you to go, but stay on your toes, okay? And take care of things.
Here! Over here! Surprised? I was surprised myself. I was speechless. At least I can always stay close to you in the... Okay! I, Sierra, will be your humble navigator. Let's start by finding a place with lots of life sign readings. This is a pretty imposing place. What do they do here?
You there! What are you doing?
You don't look familiar.
Your strange garb is unquestionably suspicious.
The little one speaks. What?
What?
What's all the commotion?
Lady Harriet! My apologies for causing a stir. We found some suspicious figures skulking on...
Suspicious figure. It's you!
Lady Harriet, no! Stay back.
How are they dangerous? They are my guests.
Your guests.
Varuna, I am most grateful for your consideration as my adjutant. However, I will be fine. Please...
Yes, ma'am. Just call if you're in any trouble at...
Thank you, Varun. Come, this way. This is my personal tent. Noah, do you remember me? Allow me to introduce myself once more. I am Harriet. I would ask you, do you know of me?
Now come on! She's being reasonable with us. Show her the same respect and just admit you don't know anything.
Yes, I thought as much. You wear foreign garb. You know nothing of us. And you wield overwhelming might. Truly, it is just as legend foretold. How long...
What legend is this?
Well...
Hey, that rumbling and stuff outside can't be anything good, can it?
Lady Harriet!
You may enter.
Sorcerers have arrived at the Royal Army...
They're going to summon a Castrum Demonica here, aren't they? Strike the enemy camp before the ritual is complete! Varuna, muster all
Lady Harriet, that would be dangerous.
If we keep retreating, they'll corner us at our stronghold sooner or later. And I can hardly flee alone while everyone else is fighting.
Lady Harriet.
We'll launch a pinpoint blitz. Varuna, notify the troops immediately. My apologies. I must take the field. I will give you a full...
What's the plan? I sure do. Let's go join Harriet.
Summoners! Prepare for Castrum Demonica summons! Crush the rebels who wreak havoc in our land! Stop the Castrum Demonica summons! Charge! There are just too many monsters! But we're this close! Oh man! Keep pushing! We're through! This is it! What? Arx Demonica. You were one step too late! Come forth, Castrum Demonica! Stand strong! Stand...
A Castrum Demonica has been sighted. Monsters are swarming the area.
Castrum Demonica? There's no breaching, it's Arx Demonica! All forces, retreat! I will take command!
All forces have retreated. Lady Harriet, you should do the same.
No! I yet have a role to play!
Lady Harriet, you wouldn't.
Let the secrets of the Buster be made manifest!
Lady Harriet, no! You can't! You know that no one has ever been able to control the Buster Tower before.
Yet control it I must! It is the only way to destroy the Castrum Demonica's Arx Demonica! Please, heed my call. Banish the encroaching darkness. Am I not good enough? Is my soul not?
Boy, talk about a close shave.
You! Why are you here?
Yeah, exactly. A member of Arx? No, a guardian would never abandon someone.
A guardian? Thank you!
Well, maybe don't thank us just yet. Not even a guardian can go non-stop against an endless stream of enemies. The enemy forces seem to be driving Harriet's troops back. We have to breach that barrier and do something about that kooky castle. But that barrier is airtight. Breaking through is gonna be hard. Can we hold out long enough?
The Buster Tower just stabilized!
What is it, Harriet?
There may be a way for us to break through the barrier after all. Allow me to place my faith in your might, the might of the Guardian. A grotesque castle suddenly appears, bearing down on the battlefield. And with it, the entire battle changes for the worse. The Arx Demonica was birthed by the abominable fortress known as the Castrum Demonica. Said fortress is said to possess an impenetrable defense. It cannot be escaped from or assaulted. Those who try are crushed. More horrible than the castrum itself are the monstrosities that issue from its maw, mercilessly pillaging and murdering. Clearly, there remains no choice but to flee. At least, that was how it should have been. Just then, a visitor appears from another world. The arrival of a savior bearing the light of hope, who cuts through the wicked foes, assailing the princess. And the savior's strength will be etched into the annals of history forevermore. Our aim is to halt the enemy invasion as we destroy the opposing Arx Demonica and Castrum Demonica. Over there is the enemy encampment. Deep within stands the enormous Castrum Demonica. My soldiers have their hands full fighting off the monsters in the vicinity of the fortress. Eventually, try as they might, they will be overrun. The Castrum Demonica is the source of our foes. Should it remain standing, victory is unthinkable.
So we need to take down the Castrum Demonica in the middle of the enemy encampment? But what do we do about the Arx Demonica thing that's protecting it? That'll take some time to destroy.
We have a weapon for that purpose. I present to you the Buster Tower. The might of the Buster Tower can easily break through the defenses of the Arx Demonica. But my power is insufficient. I am incapable of managing such a weapon. However, earlier it reacted to you. It should now be possible to unleash its full potential. The Buster Tower is now capable of launching a Buster Ram, the only thing that can destroy the Arx Demonica.
The enemy is on the move! I don't think we have time to talk anymore.
In summary, we use the Buster Tower to break the barrier. Then we smash the Castrum Demonica.
Yes, precisely as you say. A word of warning. If the Buster Tower is destroyed, it will mean defeat.
Okay, we're going into this blind, but let's give it a shot. I'll do my best to direct you. Good luck. Destruction of Arx Demonica confirmed. All that's left now. No sign of enemy activity. Take this chance to gather mana to summon a Buster Ram. Now, collect some mana from the surrounding area. Enemy forces have commenced their incursion. We need to focus on protecting the Buster Towers. We need to penetrate the Arx Demonica and destroy the Castrum Demonica. The enemy forces have been put down. Now's our chance to summon the Buster Rams and destroy the Arx Demonica.
On behalf of my people, thank you for your gracious assistance.
I couldn't agree more. Anyway, I'm curious about that Castrum Demonica and the Buster. Let's start with the Castrum Demonica that kept popping out enemies.
It is a castle and a living thing both. They are living fortresses that call forth endless waves of monsters. Thus, Castrum Demonica. They are foul wedges, driven into the world by way of large-scale conjurations.
Conjure... what now?
A type of magic that summons enslaved creatures from other realms. This may all be new to you, since you're both from another world. It is a means by which one draws upon mana in the atmosphere to trigger supernatural phenomena.
It sounds comparable to what we know as photons and technique. Maybe the reason it was so easy for me to analyze the Castrum Demonica and the Buster Tower was because they share...
Individuals can only harness so much mana alone. A person's sorcery prowess was generally limited to a fairly ordinary degree. That is, until these ephemera came along. Suddenly, seedlessly, ephemera, just the blossoms, began blooming all over the world decades prior. It came to light that the ephemera made extremely efficient catalysts for sorcery. One land mastered bodily enhancement. A second used them as regents for mind control potions. Another solved the riddle of replication. And in my land, they discovered the art of conjuration. The Castrum Demonica is the apex of conjuration sorcery. Once its ephemera-consuming summon is complete, it wedges itself into the ground. It deploys a highly durable Arx Demonica barrier and summons endless monsters to intercept its foes. Even the Castrum itself is quite deadly. It has been said to be impossible for someone on a human level to breach and conquer these fortresses, no matter what sorcery they avail. Furthermore, the act of summoning one consumes all mana and ephemera in the area, leaving no way to counter-summon another Castrum Demonica to fight the first.
So basically, the first side to summon a Castrum Demonica always wins?
Just so. The face of war in this world has greatly changed since the advent of the Castrum Demonica. The Buster Tower conjuration is what was invented to counter it.
Ah! The thing you were using in the fight just now!
It is a siege weapon, designed to breach the Arx Demonica generated by the Castrum Demonica, drawing a... However, it requires an enormous amount of mana to control. Without ephemera, it was beyond our ability to harness.
But our friend here could do it, and we were able to destroy...
Power always comes at a price. Sorcery requires mana. Technology requires hard work. Wielding such inordinate power at no cost is by no means a good thing. All this unrest, the tension between the nations of our world, the coup in my kingdom. Ephemera is the catalyst for it all. It's a fiendish flower whose nectar drives the world mad. Our aim is to eliminate it and restore peace to the land. No, the world.
World peace? Harriet, would you be willing to let us have that flower? Channel your power into it. Channel photons, like you're holding a weapon. I knew it! Wait! You knew what?
It is the legend I mentioned previously. A fairy tale widely known in our world since... It goes like this. When the realm is enshrouded in darkness, lament not, for a hero shall spring forth from otherworldly luminance, spirit guide in tow. The hero shall serve as a beacon and cross the path of light. They shall tread the path of the brave, shepherding all those who follow. In turn, those who take up arms shall guide wayward souls lost to darkness. Perilous is the path they tread, yet righteousness will prevail. Fear not our Savior, for by their hand shall light shine on blackest night, banishing the darkness forevermore. Visitor from another land, spoken of in legend. Or should I say guardian? Please, will you lend us your aid?
Gosh, the scope of all this just grew exponentially. In fact, are you sure you're okay with all this, Harriet? I get that there's a legend, but we're clearly not from this world. Do you really want to trust random strangers with some...
The legend alone, I would have taken with a grain of salt. But you have aided me in my time of need. And twice now you've come to my rescue. That is enough for me to trust you. More than enough. To fly to someone's aid without hesitation in a realm where you tread blindly, it's no small feat. I would trust you. With or without the legend.
That ephemeral flower just now, it disintegrated in reaction to photon. That's an F-factor mass. As members of ARCS, we consider those a problem. Besides, how can we say no when you're asking so nicely?
Thank you so much!
Well, we've gathered plenty of intel. How about we pop back to the ARC ship to deliver a report?
You know, in all the commotion, I forgot to bring something up. You've grown, haven't you, Xiao?
Ah, you noticed. I was starting to get a little antsy that no one was bringing it up. I figured that if I showed a little growth, it might help me get a better handle on what makes people tick. So here I am, new and improved.
I should mention that he's had this form since he created us 2 years ago. I never got to know the child version of Xiao.
Xiao is a child, huh? I'll bet he was super sassy and snot.
If I ever came across as sassy, then you must have mistaken one of my relatives for me.
Really? What do you think? Xiao's relative would be... Sarah, right? Well... Hey! You could stand to be a little more tactful.
My mind was constructed based on Sarah, so her personality is rubbed off on me considerably. When I come off as sassy or super laid back, that's all Sarah.
But the fact that you admit to her influence means you like her.
No comment. You can draw your own conclusions. Well, I guess the best thing about growing up is that now I get to pat Sarah's head. Sarah hates it, so naturally, I eat it up.
I have you now, Commander! What? But you were wide open! Wait a minute! You're not Commander Huey? Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry! Rushing at the wrong person, pointy end first. I'm the worst. I sensed a strong presence and went in swinging. I can't apologize enough.
What's the matter, Stratos? Don't tell me you're tapping out already. Ha! It's you! Fancy meeting you here.
Wait, you mean this is the Guardian? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry! I messed up big time!
Now I get it. Sorry you got dragged into that. You can tell how bad Stratos feels about this. Could you let her off the hook? We're tight, right? Oh yeah, I never introduced you, did I?
I'm Stratos, with the Combat Bureau's new tactics team.
Stratos is a third generation, same as you. She's already mastered the basics of every class just this year. She's the team's rising star.
I'm deeply humbled.
By the way, the new tactics team is, well, what it says on the tin. They're the ones who do applied combat studies for new classes. Coming up with new ideas is vital for that, which is why I've selected Stratos to be in charge of it.
I'm deeply humbled.
But it's been a bit of an uphill battle. She's been studying a concept for solo-based group suppression, but the brass won't give it the okay. Claris, Craze, and I are helping where we can, but our fighting styles are so established that they're not exactly accommodating.
I'm deeply humbled.
That's where you come in. How'd you like to be a sounding board for Stratos?
Oh gosh! Commander! That'd be super humbling!
You won't find anyone in ARCS who's more flexible and resourceful. You couldn't ask for a better brainstorming partner. That, and you're probably the best suited out of anyone in ARCS at mastering new classes. You wouldn't mind chipping in for the benefit of all the ARCS ops that'll come after you.
I'm humbled! I look forward to working with you! So, anyway, could you share some of your latest combat logs with me? Pretty please?
Oh hey, perfect timing. We just got official approval for a new class. It's a class designed around fighting hordes of foes with a handful of people, so it might come in handy in your battles on Omega. Give it a whirl if you're interested. It's certainly got the applicant's seal of approval.
Hi there! I know you're busy, but I feel super bad that the last time we met, we spent... But that helped me get the approval I needed for the new class I've been researching! I just got it all set up at the class counter, so now anyone can be a hero if they fit the bill. What I mean is, the class got approved, so you can be a hero! Oh, right! Of course! I totally forgot to tell you last time! I've been researching a new class. Now I have finally received approval for that class. It is called Hero! That's right! Hero! Do you think the name's... I mean, check this out! Look at the way this class swings a sword! Isn't it rad as heck? And when a hero uses twin machine guns, looky here! They're brand new weapons! And there's more! The class masters an all-new way of wielding talises. All that goodness packed into one class! If that doesn't make you think hero, then what does? Nothing, that's what!
Good day to you.
What would you like to do?
We are currently preparing special VR training for all ARC's ops to participate in.
Feel free to stop by anytime.
Which quest are you up for?
It's even more of a mess than I feared.
You're right about that. For what it's worth, I don't think our world's history has any bearing on Omega. None of their attire or equipment is in my...
There's a lot to process here, and it is rather jumbled, but we've gleaned two vital pieces of knowledge from this right off the bat. First, it's possible to return from Omega. Second, it's possible to send you into Omega.
The Akashic records are a mishmash of multiple time axes. That's why Omega's history is such a jumble. But that also works to our advantage.
You're the only one who can visit the world on the other side. But a parallel version of you from another time axis should help you out. I'll trust your judgment as far as what to do on site. Helping this Harriet girl should help you learn more about Omega. It's a solid choice for a Guardian as well, of course.
So for the time being, we gotta run a full analysis. Let's knock them dead. So that's why I made sure to fudge things on my end this time. Guardian or not, regular medical exams are not optional. Is that clear, Matoy?
Yes, ma'am.
This is no laughing matter. That goes for you too. Just because you're a Guardian, that doesn't mean the rules don't apply to you.
You and the second are different Guardians from Reggie and Mary. You have your own unique roles to play. I wonder what happened that led to that point.
Oh, that's easy. They've been fighting a grand battle against the Fall Spawn for a very long period of time. Of course, they started before I was born, so I haven't been watching them the whole time.
Hey, Sierra. Is there any way for us to look back at everywhere these two have been? I'd love to be able to see what happened on Arx while I was gone.
I'm afraid that's not... Ha ha ha! Yes, there is a...
There is?
Our friend here's experiences have been utterly invaluable, so of course I made a database out of them. That said, I haven't had a chance to organize it.
Then come on, let's reminisce about your past together. It'll keep our info in order, and we'd all love to know what you've been through up till now. So I really think there's no downside here.
Guardian. I'm most grateful to you. It's not you I'm frustrated with. The only reason I couldn't assist Lady Harriet back there was because I was too feeble. I'm supposed to be Lady Harriet's adjutant. If only I were as strong as you, Guardian, she might be more willing to lean on me.
Hey, you're not thinking of using ephemera or... From what we've learned, ephemera's awfully tempting, and we've heard very little about its side effects. Is everyone really okay with not using
No matter how fiercely we lament our weakness, none of us would dare to use ephemera. There could be no greater betrayal of Lady Harriet's. Ephemera twists the world, But Lady Harriet strives for all our sakes. When she instigated this uprising to strike down Prime Minister Lutz, a man obsessed with personal gain, she devotes herself tirelessly to the cause of righteousness, no matter how much harm it does to her mind and body. No. All of us have found a purpose for ourselves in supporting Lady Harriet in her quest. Guardian, I am truly grateful to you for rescuing her. But I am her adjutant. I'll be the one to protect her. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Talk about transparent! That was pretty. Everyone's more enthused about Harriet than about Eliminate. He's so...
It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. I've lost my body and life once already.
Do I even want to know?
So don't be afraid, Harriet. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yes.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. You caught me at a most embarrassing moment, didn't you? That's very...
You...
But it is a fear I must
And
never
I think
forget.
that would make you... Or at least 699,978 person. Or you wait through the stuff.
Thus, I must always keep that. But please don't tell anyone you saw me lose my...
Say, you've mostly spoken about your own land so far. There are others in this world too, right?
Yes, that's right. This continent is divided into 4 cardinal nations. This is the southern nation. Here lies the domain of Quento, a land of nature and magic. I am the second child of the late king of Quento. As I mentioned previously, I wish to restore this kingdom. For that, Prime Minister Lutz was drunk on the power and prosperity brought about by Ephemera when he launched his coup. Because of that, now Lutz, as members
He's
of the
gonna
royal
lag
family,
so hard.
cannot allow. I would like you to meet some.
Struggle.